will make America great
God
again.
bless you and good night.
This is going to be a fraud like you've never seen.
Republicans in Congress are spreading conspiracy theories.
One thing I can promise you this. I will always tell you the truth.
Former President Donald Trump
former
indicted
President Trump is facing
the ongoing investigation. Donald Trump has been indicted for a
criminal
fourth time.
attempt of Georgia's 2020 presidential election.
Let's go back to November 2020. The United States was having a big vote to choose the president. In the end, Joe Biden won, securing 306 electoral college votes, which is over 81 million votes nationwide. But what really matters in our story is what happened in Georgia. Joe Biden won Georgia, but only by a little bit, around 12,000 votes. And that's when things got really interesting.
We didn't lose. We won by a lot. But they say I lost by 20,000 votes.
According to the Washington Post, the previous president, Donald Trump, didn't agree with the results. In early January 2020, he called Georgia's Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger. Their talk was intense. Trump asked Raffensperger to change the results by finding more votes for him.
So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have.
This audio recording was shared with the US media on January 2, 2021. During this one-hour call, a determined Trump can be heard strongly pushing Raffensperger to find 11,780 votes to change the election results.
We won the election, and it's not fair to take it away from us like this.
Raffensperger, on the other hand, firmly pushed back against Trump's claim.
Well, Mr. President, the challenge that you have is the data you have is wrong.
Trump blamed him and said that.
But they are shredding ballots, in my opinion, based on what I've heard. And they are removing machinery, and they're moving it as fast as they can.
In his official YouTube channel, Trump shared a video that showed that there is ballot-box stuffing in Georgia.
Freeman apparently scanning the same stack of ballots over and over again. As seen here in this video, repeatedly scanned the same batch of ballots at least 3 times, which is highly illegal, and it's all captured on tape. Lawyers said it's highly unusual for anyone to store briefcases full of ballots under tablecloths. Ruby Freeman and her daughter waited until GOP observers left before they got them out.
Raffensperger and Gabriel Sterling, chief operating officer in the office of the Georgia Secretary of State, explained that a video Trump talked about was changed by his lawyer. In this actual tape, you can see Republican and Democratic observers visible on the video.
As the election workers were told before 10 o'clock election night that they would be going home and would finish the count the next day.
This is where they're packing up because they think they're going home. They're packing up to seal them so that nobody can, mess with the ballots when no one's there.
In less than an hour after putting away the boxes, Sterling mentioned that the workers were informed they had to continue counting throughout the night. As a result, they took out the ballots from the boxes and counted them.
From my point of view, they intentionally misled the state senators, the people of Georgia, and the people of the United States about this.
You're saying they lied to
Yes.
the Georgia State Senate?
I'm saying Rudy Giuliani looked them in the eye and lied.
Even when Trump kept saying he won Georgia by hundreds of thousands of votes, Raffensperger told him the real results were not like that.
The challenge that you have is that you have bad data. Our data shows that you did not win the race.
According to New York Times, Trump's vaguely threatened him with a criminal offense.
You know what they did, and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense, and you can't let that happen. That's a big risk.
Both the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and the FBI had checked and found no proof of those things. At first, Raffensperger didn't want to share the recording with everyone. He thought it was a private talk. But since Trump attacked him in a tweet on Sunday morning in which Trump claimed that Raffensperger was unwilling or unable to answer questions such as the ballots under table scam, ballot destruction, out-of-state voters, dead voters, and more, he has no clue. Raffensperger decided to respond on Twitter. He wrote, "Respectfully, President Trump, what you're saying is not true. The truth will come out." Then, the audio recording of the phone call appeared in the public. After 2.5 years, Fani Willis said that they might soon bring charges against Mr. Trump. These charges are about a phone call and other things he did to try to change the election result in Georgia. This decision was very important for the investigations that Fani Willis was leading. But who is actually Fani Willis? She is the district attorney of Fulton County, Georgia. In 2001, she started working as a helper lawyer in Fulton County, which is where Atlanta is. She did this for 16 years and dealt with big cases like murders and serious crimes.
School cheating scandal in this country.
School cheating scandal that is gripping the city of Atlanta.
She was the main lawyer in this case, a really long trial that lasted 8 months. The trial ended in 2015, and 11 teachers were found guilty. She has also charged alleged members of the Bloods gang and other groups with serious crimes. She even went after popular rappers like Young Thug and Gunna. According to ABC News, she stated that I plan to do the work of the citizens of Fulton County to keep everyone safe, to represent everyone, and to make sure that those that break the law, whether they are a police officer, whether they are an elected official, or whether they are the person that kicks in your door, that they are prosecuted, that they are held accountable, and that we as a society are safe, she told the Atlanta Voice in August 2020. As Donald Trump waits to find out if he will face more legal charges in Georgia's investigation into the 2020 election, he has started criticizing the person leading the investigation. Moreover, he released an ad called the Fraud Squad.
How far will the most corrupt president in history go to keep Republicans from winning back the White House? Meet the cast of unscrupulous accomplices he's assembled to get Trump. Willis was thrown off one case for trying to prosecute a political opponent.
According to Atlanta News First, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis has revealed that her office has been receiving threats. Recently, she shared at least one threatening message with various officials in the county's judicial system. The email, whose title read Fani Willis, corrupt N-word. Its body read, "You are going to fail, you Jim Crow Democrat," it said. She received the email Friday. Willis stated that such threats are sadly not uncommon for her and that she expects more to come in the next 30 days. She encouraged her colleagues to remain vigilant and safe during this period. Willis sent an email to her team, asking them not to respond publicly to the ad.
Thing with the Russian investigation because it's a hoax. That's enough. Put down the mic.
Trump has a history of criticizing the people who investigate him for breaking the law. He's doing the same thing now, after special counsel Jack Smith charged him in cases related to classified documents and the January 6 events. Trump called Smith deranged lunatic. On social media, he called Alvin Bragg a crazy person.
And this country is our masterpiece.
As she worked, the pieces of the puzzle started fitting together, showing a bigger picture of what might be wrong. As we know, the American presidential election is coming soon. The big question was, would this case affect Trump's image in the 2024 presidential elections? What do you think?